What's poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We got Diaboromon versus Mastemon, the Digivolve and tokens versus the DNAs. Both them on the yellow sleeves, but two very different decks going to be playing into each other. It's interesting because I think the DNA decks do obviously hate the Digivolve, so I'm curious to see how this one goes. We're going to see Keramon in the back, Keramon in the front. And it looks like we're going to hit into a Diaboromon and a Narata off that one. Does show us that top 5. We're going to see the Patamon. Patamon in the back, Patamon in the front. So we do actually get to double check and see what's in there. Taking out the Ordine. And we're going to go into the Gato. Just evolving straight, which I think implies that we did have a level 4 in there. Y'all just saw security, and so did I. But I just, you know, security is that thing I just cannot keep track of. Gonna get the errata play for free off of the Kurisari in the front, and then just gonna go for the one shot because he is gonna put the memory Kurisari in the back. One cost Evo with the Gatomon in the front does get the Mirei played, so big 5 memory tempo. Amazing amount cheated, and we are gonna burn bottom card of security there in order to -6 nothing. Which is interesting. I guess he's just trying to chip down his security. Obviously very unfortunate that he burned the Tamer there, because obviously the Tamer would have been Gucci, but also setting up a second one because we're going to see double Tamer played. Infamon is going to de-digivolve the Angelmon, and then the Diaboromon Ace is going to get the pop. So I guess that's why he committed the second Angelmon. Wanted to get rid of the cat first, so just double checking to see what it is the Diaboromon actually does. But then Evo into the cat from security. And then we're going to gain back with the heal. Yeah, Patamon seeing itself is crazy as an inherit. And we're going to go into the Lynxmon, which is going to -3k, which kills off one of the tokens. And then, of course, can swing raid. But it's just going to swing in. Does get the armor purge down. Then we're going to go into the Lady Devi. Lady Devi. Pitch off one, add back the Angelmon. And then going to slam the cat. And then end of turn Jogress into Maste. Maste is going to presumably load, yeah, the Patamon in, and then just needs to bring out a level 6. Unfortunately can't find the level 6, but the Patamon is going to yoink out the Maste, and we're going to lose the cat in the process. But still pretty decent. Of course, hitting an errata does mean that we're going to be gaining 2 memory at the start of turn, which makes things very, very difficult. Luckily, at least, this one doesn't start of main or when attacking, but just slamming the Diaboromon to play the token, we'll get the D-Digivolve, and then we do get double delete off of both the Diaboromon aces. Whew! What a rebuild. Kurisari in the back, and then down comes the Izzy, so we're going to play the memory game, and we are going to gain back 1 because all the cards in this list are black. Diaboromon no longer griefing itself by being a white card. Do have that rookie in the back. I was wondering whether we were going to see the whether we're going to see just an Evo climb in the back, but it appears not. Choosing to try and take damage off the board, because I guess we were looking at potential lethal, so sec -2 just makes things a bit simpler. Infamon does get the pop, gets to go into the Diaboro. Gonna play out 2, and then Diaboromon Ace is going to shoot this Angelmon, but we do have rush tokens here, and we're gaining back crazy memory. Everything has jamming, so he's put them in the back, but oh no, they don't have rush. The stack that had Kurisari on it died, I guess. Okay, so that is why they're in the back. Now we actually have a Kurisarimon. Gonna go Infa, and now Infa delete one of the useless tokens, goes into Diaboromon with the security attack. Okay. All of them gone, and then just a single check to take game 1.
Matrix Digivolution.
Yeah, today's sponsor is me. I appreciate everyone supporting me as they have, and there are plenty of other ways to support the memberships. Twitch Prime and all of that are great ways to do so, and just making sure that in addition to slapping like down and making sure you are subscribed, there are plenty of other things that I do that I really love doing, and take a lot of work, and appreciate if you guys also gave them a shout and gave us some honest feedback on them, because the only way we can make them better is if people tell us what they like and dislike. But yeah, that's it for today's sponsor. Appreciate you if you didn't skip it. Back to the video. A little bit of swag on that one to finish things off, and if you also want to up your swag and reduce the chance of bricking, then you should join the members, like our current list of 20 plus. Do you have at the mega tier Just Justice Josh, who is an ultimate here on YouTube as well as a tier 3 on Twitch. Our ultimates are the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the sticks, 3 Strike Rule, and we do have Bradley Rob on the left. At the champion tier, we do have Shinny Carry, Coffee Deus, DHM, Solo Ouroboros, Seb Brainbridge Coombs, Thomas Yates, Andy Fing, Squid Eater, and Benji Gibber. We do have the start of Game 2, seeing the defense training. And a, not Kuri, sorry, Keramon in the back. Salah in the front, Gato in, well, Salah in the back, Gato in the front. And Arata to quick pass these turns, we're just going to swing one in and hit a memory setter. Does Hammer Spark, because all of them are black, which does mean he does have to pass over a lot more than he wants, but I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound. Reinforce? Yeah. Reveals 2 pretty crap targets. You hate to see double Digimon there, but it is what it is. It looks like Brad maybe is bricked, but I mean, consistency pieces will certainly solve that. So choke to 1, and we still get to play the game. I'm going to go Angelwomon. Angelwomon is going to play the Mirei. And we are going to see that Keramon. We must be missing a 5 or something. So Terry has lived significantly longer than we expected him to. Gonna get the swing in. We do get the shrink thanks to the Gato. It doesn't die, which I do not think is what Terry wanted to. Gonna go for the Gatomon for the 3-cost Evo after the boost. Lady, Devi, and then we're just gonna manual Jogress from where we're at. Nothing to Chaos Egg. Plays out the Angelwomon Alliance 2 checks. Those are all rookies as well, so it's not like his 5s were insecurity. He is just getting scammed on having the searches. Just, yeah, slam the cat, might as well. Add 2. And go to 7. Oh, we're pushing out. Wait, is he cooked? Well, 7 does give you value. Finally, we are going to see our first Infamon. Training to go into it for 1 cost. And then I see a little bit of the finger wagon. Surely we go training, evolve into Diaboro. I think what he's trying to figure out is if he can full clear board here. I'm going to training, go into Diaboromon Ace for 1. Double Arata, get to play out 2. And then the third one, Digivolve the Maste, which is going to print 4. And then we get to delete. Yeah, delete the full stack. Because as much as we did have Scape... Did we have Scapegoat? Looks like we're going to play the Keramon, searching for something else. None of these have Rush. They gained back the memory. So I think he needs to develop a second stack that has it. We got to have Decoy, which is kind of cool, but obviously versus yellow / purple it's not particularly useful. Just going to go into another Diaboromon. Diaboromon play out the token. Going to gain back the memory. Gain back, get the Digivolve, but there's nothing to Digivolve, but this should be a pop. I think Terry's just explaining what each of the cards represent in the next turn. It is a friendly after all, so they're just trying to figure out data, get the best value for each of their actions. And looks like we're going to go into Kurisari. Not going to be free playing an Arata because we do have 2. And just going to go into the Mamemon. Let's see if we can find a third one. Yes, we can. Mamemon. Off the top 5. Low-key the second best Infamon. And we're going to go to 3. And see if we can rebuild a Maste from here. Because there's a lot of problems coming your way if you can't do anything from here. Looks like we're going to slam the Angelmon, burn, and is going to kill off the Mamemon stack. But yeah, up to 5. Brad, plenty of gas to keep cooking. I want to say a big shout out to our rookies, Greatness Beam and Ryan Balfi, for supporting the channel. Appreciate you guys. And whilst Brad's figuring out his memory stuff, I also want to say a big shout out to the Digi-Eggs as well. Jambo TCG, John Esposito, Rose Pierce, Walter Caceres, Christian Royal, Sol Anders Sains, and friend of the channel, Yuxo. And yuck, we have the Among Us tokens. Once we hit the Among Us tokens, that's how you know that we are in too deep. You see those ones next to the Digimon Card Fest ones. Those are made by yours truly. They came to me in a vision. So we're going to delete one of the tokens that doesn't have Rush, go into a brand new Diaboromon, and we have so much memory extension here that the 4th errata is very funny. I think he's just trying to figure out, can you stop 2 million checks next turn? He's certainly going to try. He's going to gain 1. Salamona push up. Going to gain 1 start of main. Into the cat. And then Gato for Lady Debbie for 1. And we're going to Roy Evolve into Maste, which is going to effectively recover 1. Unfortunately, couldn't do it with the DNA. It's going to show off that it is the Maste Ace, and then we're just going to slap them there. So, gain 4 off of Errata. Push out. Start of main. Play 2 more tokens. De-Digivolve 3. Thanks to the Infamons, and then get the clear. And I think it might be to... I legit don't know if Purge Shine pops out. Looks like we're swinging Among Us, 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 Among Us. So, yeah, we are going to finish things out with hella swings. If you like what you saw and you do want to see more, then make sure to like the video and subscribe. Check out another Diaboromon game that we had played on Friendlies. And, as always, have yourselves a damn good one.